Empaths, we need to talk about self-sabotage, the small and seemingly insignificant ways you end up screwing yourself over and selling yourself short. Often, the enemy is within. Your inner voice, how critical you are with yourself, your lack of compassion, the way that you judge yourself, all fuels self-sabotage. Often, let's be frank about it, you wouldn't talk to a stranger in the way you talk to yourself. You're often cruel, you decimate yourself, you have little or no compassion for self and abundance for everybody else. And as such, it ain't great for your greatness. It's one of the many ways we end up sad, depressed, confused, used, and abused. So firstly, do not talk ill of yourself to others. That's the first thing. When you talk ill of yourself or call yourself names publicly to other people, you are inadvertently giving them permission to do the same. So when they start to call you the belittling names that you may well call yourself, who have you got to blame if you're the person who fed them that information? So this is about how you regard yourself, how you uphold yourself is a crucial part of that process. Now, while you may find it uncomfortable to blow your own trumpet or speak of yourself in high regard, okay, that takes time, that takes confidence. However, firstly, do not belittle yourself to others. Inadvertently, you are giving them permission, and that is a form of self-sabotage. So when you start complaining that they've called you a bad this or I'm not really good at that, check yourself, because sometimes your speaking ill of yourself has given people the very same currency that they have come back and whooped you with. Secondly, if you want to stop self-sabotaging, as ever your girl will keep repeating this again and again, it's all about developing your awareness of your precious self. Deepening your self-awareness. Now, one of the ways that you can do that, YouTube videos, reading all those self-help books, they have their place and they will take you so far. Affirmations, I love them. But if you do affirmations every day and you fundamentally hate and loathe who you are, ain't great for your greatness. I'll say it again, it ain't great for your greatness. You need to step up and deepen that awareness. I think one of the limitations of the whole self-help industry is the illusion that we can do it by ourselves. I believe we can go so far by ourselves. And personally, I wouldn't be sitting here in this chair today if I hadn't have sought support, invested in myself in order to be able to be challenged by people. Because you see, look, when you're in your head about stuff, it's very easy to make justifications and stop yourself from going outside of your comfort zone. There comes a time when you need relationship, people to bounce off of. Sometimes we'll need professional help. Look, that is the game changer. When you get professional help, that can help you to begin to see the small and subtle ways that you do it to yourself. But fundamentally, self-sabotage is fueled by your inner dialogue, how you speak to yourself. Like I said previously, often we speak ill of ourselves and we give people permission to do the same. But how do you dialogue within your own inner world? This is one of the benefits of journaling that can help you begin to articulate what you say. As a psychotherapist, one of the game changers is when people begin to speak to me about whatever their life dilemmas are, the thoughts, the ruminations that go through their head. And then when you share it, you begin to see how absurd some of the thoughts are that you have in your head, how bizarre and how absurd, how extreme they are. Another big problem for us empaths is comparison. You often compare yourself to others. Now, we know social media is wonderful for doing that because there is a plethora of people out there who are apparently living their best life. And they have, and they are delighted to be able to share that with you. However, The reality is, when we compare ourselves to others, we deliberately set ourselves up against people who we believe are in a superior position to us. So you're bound to lose. How come you don't compare yourself to the homeless person? God bless the homeless person. I'm only using this for a comparison. Why don't you compare yourself to him? Isn't it highly likely that you will come off better? But when you compare, like I said, you'll always go for someone up here in order to denigrate self. And that, again, is another form of self-sabotage. I've also highlighted the importance, I talk about that in my book, Why Love Hurts, of auditing your devices. Some of our smartphones are making us real dumb. Our phones are triggering devices if you haven't sanitized it. Do you really need to keep some of those pictures available to yourself that trigger you and send you spiraling back down memory lane, wishing and wanting things to be different? If you choose to keep them, that's your choice. If you choose to not block people, hey, that's your choice. However, when those people burst back into your life as and when they feel like it, and it discombobulates you, confuses you, leaves you feeling bad, who can you blame? This channel is called the Empath Self-Protection Channel for a reason. We have to learn to self-protect. We have to learn to manage our devices because our devices are powerful tools that can trigger us and send us in a spiral. But with anything in life, they can also be powerful tools for change as well. So you begin to consider, who are the people you're following on social media? What are you consuming? And begin to make changes for your own betterment. Self-sabotage is a massive issue for us empaths and often has roots in our past. And like I said before, there's only so far we can go with the self-help books, the reading, self-help books, YouTube videos. Sometimes we need a community of like-minded people. We need professional help in order to get to the root cause. Once you dig up that root and you begin to understand it and how it sabotages you in the present moment, you become empowered to make different choices and live a different life. And I know if you're struggling right now, if people are getting the best of you and taking your kindness for weakness, I know that's exactly what you want. Am I lying? If I am or not, leave a comment below. It's your girl, Keely Taverner, psychotherapist who's passionate about helping my empaths navigate a tricky world because it's not easy out there. Empathy is never a curse. It's an absolute gift, and a gift this world needs more than ever right now. It's tricky times. You need to think about how you can redistribute your empathy for the greater good of not only yourself, but humanity. Let's go big on this one, empaths, because I know you have so much love to give. But if you keep being embroiled in low-level situations that you cannot change, or you keep screwing yourself over, selling yourself short, going above and beyond for other people who really do not care about you, who you may desperately want to care about you, but in actual fact, they only care about yourself. Fear not, my friend. You are not alone. If you want to understand more about how I can support you or how my empathic community can assist you to move on and up with your life, look at the links below. I am Keely Taverner, psychotherapist who's passionate about helping empathic people heal, understand, and move on. Do take care of you, because if you don't, who will?